First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the give, this is Ekeler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Ekeler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Steps away, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On play action, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. On first down, they'll run with Nwangwu. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2 now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Lance's throw caught by Bird here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Kene Nwangu.
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Finding room to the 20. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw caught here by Bird. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
From midfield, here's Lance. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Lance. A throw to the flat for Carter.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown, Packers!
Kene Nwangu
there to make the grab.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Oh, I I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Chicago. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Handoff here to Nwangu. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Packers 37, Bears 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Connection made with Shenault. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Tua to throw again. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they'll go for it. Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Lance's throw complete there to Moore. Touchdown, Packers! Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Koo now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Packers 44, Bears 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Over the middle, he's got Shenault.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Tua now on first down. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Bears!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Kene Nwangu.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 now on first down. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire
touchdown. That's caught. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the pass falls incomplete. So 5 seconds remaining now in this first half. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.